After my Altoona trip, not much was really running. I waited for a while and eventually I was just like, fine. There's nothing on heritage units, so I'm just going to watch the Elkhart cam until something good shows up. And it took a while, several days in fact, until July 15th when finally I was available and something worth catching came through. Norfolk Southern 27G on this day had an ace leading, which is already pretty cool, but an ACC trailing second, number 1814. There's only 21 ACCs left off storage in Norfolk Southern's roster, so that's really interesting. Yeah, it was trailing, but I don't really mind. Some of my more observant viewers might have picked up that 27G turned its ditch lights off, and this is why. It met with an eastbound intermodal with C6M duo. Great! On July 17th, we're back at the depot. As you can see, there's some maintenance of way equipment here, a ballast spreader, and a rail layer. And also, I'm not even going to question this. I'm not even going to think. Anyways, on this day, I really wanted to go rail fanning because Norfolk Southern 8102 was leading 257. However, I had stuff to do this day, and 257 just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and eventually it was apparent that it was going to come after I couldn't rail fan anymore. So I said, screw it. I'm going to the depot anyway. Hopefully I see not GE junk. And as you can see, the first train we ended up catching was in fact not GE junk. It was another nice ace leader, number 1032. I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or not, but I feel like aces have firmly passed into the rare category of engines, at least on Norfolk Southern. So every time I see one from now on, I'm going to be pretty excited. It was a bit of a wait before the next train showed up, which was Norfolk Southern 266, heading eastbound with its usual pair of bean sniffer Gevos. After that, I had enough time to catch one more train, and thankfully the signals for a westbound went green, and not too long after that, I saw the headlights coming in the distance. However, I could hardly believe it when I saw the white Norfolk Southern band not going all the way across the engine, because for the first time ever on this camcorder, I can film a Norfolk Southern Standard cab running on the main line. This train here is B08, which always has GP60s. I've seen it a couple times, but not since getting the camcorder. Today, it had the best duo of GP60s, the two horseless ones. And it's the longest I've ever seen. Looking healthy. Hopefully B08 won't get canceled, or worse, have its engines replaced with C6Ms. The next day, on July 18th, I was offered a chance at redemption. Norfolk Southern 265 had NS 8098 leading. I've seen this unit twice before, but those shots were pre-camcorders, so we're out again. Right as we were pulling in, though, the tail end of an intermodal passed by. I learned from some of the other rail fans there, and trust me, there were a lot. It's probably the largest congregation of foamers I've seen at the depot, that the train did actually have a Dash 9 on it, so I was a little upset to have missed it, but I didn't get to feel that for very long because soon enough, headlights of yet another westbound intermodal started approaching. The light on the front actually tricked me into thinking the C6M was a white-faced Dash 9 for a bit. I mean, think about it. It really looks like it, at least in this part of the shot. Anyways, this train was Norfolk Southern 277, and it had a ace trailing second, which, as I said before, is always nice. And approximately 5 minutes later, yeah, we're definitely in one of the Chicago line rushes, a eastbound Norfolk Southern intermodal roared by with an ace leading. Nice. Number 1015. I definitely stood way too close to the track for the shot, and I get hit with the bogus focus. So this shot is not good, but whatever. Then we were greeted with the most goofy consist I have ever seen going through the Chesterton cam, heading our way. A BNSF H2-9 in the lead, KCS Ace trailing second, and BNSF GP38-2 trailing third. How, what, why, when, and I'm not even going to ask. I'm just glad I caught it. That was short. When the next set of westbound headlights came into view, I zoomed in with my camcorder's awesome zoom lens and proudly proclaimed to the about 5 other foamers there that it was in fact the train we were all waiting for. NS265 with NS8098, the Conrail, in the lead. Beautiful. And, well, that's all for this video. This was a great series of trips. Over only 4 days, I managed to see loads of EMDs and finish it off strong with 8098. Hope you enjoyed this video. Catch those units while you can, especially the ACCs, and I will see you in the next video.